Hello, everyone. Ron Gerber here with my longtime colleague, Dwayne Natwick, who has been with Angelbeat through many different organizations, from CloudReach, and then CloudReach became part of Atos, and now he's on his own. Much like me, we know Dwayne is a big fan of superheroes. You can see the characters behind him as well as the name of his company, Captain Hyperscaler. But I wanted to do this informal talk because we have very complementary business models when you look at what Dwayne does and what I do. I'm responsible for trying to come up with the top issues, understand some of the big trends that are leading edge, not so much bleeding edge, and then put together very focused, short workshops to make sure individuals are aware of these big issues. Then we like to turn it over to people like Dwayne to ensure that all of you get the more robust, comprehensive, multi-day training so you can ensure that you've got the necessary skills and insights to actually and successfully deploy the solutions covered at Angelbeat. So Dwayne, maybe you can give a little bit of background, why you decided to take the entrepreneurial route and some of the major training issues and solutions that you provide for your clients.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. I'm Dwayne Natwick. I am the CEO, owner, and probably principal trainer at Captain Hyperscaler. I do have a breadth of other trainers and freelancers that I work with as well, and pretty much handpick them of people that I know within the industry. And like you said, I was with CloudReach and Atos and Eviden as a product manager for their cloud migrations, as well as more recently when I left about a year ago. Or about 13 months ago now, I was their global cloud security lead, really working towards advocating for moving from the boxed in data center of on premises to understanding the cloud. The people at that company are amazing and have had a lot of knowledge around cloud, had a lot of knowledge around securing the data center, but kind of securing the cloud was really where a lot of the challenges were, and that's where I really focused on when I was with the company. And it became apparent that that's really where customers lie as well. And I had been with a training provider before I went to CloudReach, as well as I provided training and around cloud and security enablement for a long time within companies I was with. And I just decided a lot of what I saw out there in terms of training and enablement and building a plan and pathway to understand cloud and understand cloud security and AI security and understand just the basic foundations of generative AI and things of that nature. There's a lot of commodity type training out there. You have a certification in Microsoft or AWS or Google or even CompTIA, if you go vendor independent, and it's very specific towards the test. It's not really putting applicable skills at the table of everybody, and really from there, then all somebody's coming out of it with is a piece of paper that they're not showing, and they're not really able to apply it. And that's really what I want to do, and what I would do as my company, and why we talk about skilling you up like a superhero and building your origin story and hero sagas instead of just getting a certification.
So when you give your courses, right, you take off your Clark Kent glasses and you put on your cape, and there you are, right?
Somewhat, yeah. I do my classes with my glasses on, just so I can see my screens and everything. But yeah, but ultimately, yes, it is to take what I know and what I've learned in 40 years in IT and security, and try and build and be practical about it. Not just and you learn about the practicality and the reason for why you're taking the certification, why these topics are important to your business, rather than just getting it, taking a test and passing a test. And
that's a good point. Sorry for interrupting you, because I remember talking to my kids, and they said, "Oh, all I have to do is memorize these questions and memorize the answers, and know exactly what to write down when I get this specific question. But I said, well, what if there's a slight variation? What if there's some little nuance? Well, that's not what I have to do. I just need to memorize. And I think when we have, with an Angelbeat, recommended people who attend our Captain Hyperscaler Light webinars and our events to go to Dwayne to get the more comprehensive training, it's proven very useful because you can't anticipate every villain. You can't anticipate every cyber criminal. And so what you have to do is, of course, give people very, specific skills, but beyond that, you have to give them the comprehensive knowledge to anticipate what may come up in the future, and then have the confidence and the knowledge to know how to deal with that. And I think that's a key reason why your relatively new company has been so well received.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I just discussing, and with clients and with, working events and things like that. It is, and I talk constantly about building a culture, and it's about building a culture of learning and a culture of awareness and a just a constant thirst for knowledge, really. I mean, and that's, why I do this, and why and what I feel I give to a lot of, to anybody that attends my class is the excitement about that hopefully brings that excitement to them. And some of the comments that I've been receiving lately about some of my classes have reinforced that feeling and that direction. So,
what are some of the big topics or products or vendors or certification you're looking at including in your 2025 class schedule?
I mean, obviously, generative AI is a huge aspect of it, and I try to simplify it. And I have a course that goes along with a certification with a company Accolade that I brought on as was brought on as a training provider for this year. And they have their approach to their certifications and their objective domains aligns very well with how I want to deliver training. And so bringing again that awareness of risk with AI and simplifying it to the fact that it has a lot to do, it's no different than any other application, and just building around that and building that awareness from the executive level all the way down to the user level, because the executives are the ones that are going to advocate for any kind of culture and risk aware culture, but it is everybody's responsibility to execute it. And that has, and as we use generative AI, we use open AI, or we use meta AI, or Apple Intelligence, or Copilot, or Bedrock, or what, just any of those. I'm trying to think of Google's off the top of my head, but
Vertex and Gemini.
Vertex. I knew it started with a V. I couldn't remember what it was. All of those are just how we're handling data and how we're governing over our data and handling and addressing risk, and that is going to be a very key aspect to where my training is going to be focused on in 2025. I actually just got off a call right before this, talking to a gentleman at Pearson who does everybody that's taken a certification exam has probably used a Pearson site or something like that, but they have a generative AI path around users and everything like that. And I'm going to become a partner for them to deliver training around that going into 2025, and really building that hero saga around generative AI for everybody.
Well, good. Well, we hope everyone tunes into Angelbeat, where Dwayne speaks at many of our programs. And we also encourage people to follow up with Dwayne. You can go to my Angelbeat website and get links. You can go to captainhyperscaler.com, and that's a fairly unique URL. So all of you should be able to do a search. Maybe you'll get Chris Helmsworth or Chris Evans or Robert Downey Jr. pop up. But, in all seriousness, it really boils down to, and this is, again, why we like working with Dwayne, because our missions are very much aligned, making sure all of you out there within the Angelbeat community get the right contacts, the right expertise, the right ability to help you succeed individually and also to help your company, your employee, your organization thrive as the speed of technological change is increasing at an exponential rate, driven by AI and lots of other financial considerations as everyone's putting in literally trillions of dollars into building AI infrastructure. They're going to want a return on that, so it's going to infiltrate many of their applications. Well, thanks, Dwayne. I know you're busy. I appreciate your sharing us insights. And again, want to encourage everyone to take advantage of the captain, so to speak, for your in-depth training needs, and hope to see you at a future Angelbeat. Really appreciate your time, Dwayne.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate you having me on board and having me involved with many of these events alongside great people from Microsoft and AWS and Google and all the great vendors out there that I've worked with and been partners with for years. All the great insights that Angelbeat's events bring are certainly beneficial to everybody. So thank you very much for everything you do as well.
I appreciate that. All right. Bye-bye now, everyone. Thanks so much.